How's it going, everybody? I think Square Enix is finally hitting a stride that they are putting out a lot of games that people want to see. Not just the Final Fantasy releases, yeah, don't get me wrong. Seeing Final Fantasy 16, 7 Rebirth coming out relatively quickly after the remake, that's great, but also supporting their lesser IPs, like a Star Ocean. We saw the release of Star Ocean: The Divine Force last year. While I don't think the game was a home run, I think it was a fairly decent game, and now we have Star Ocean: The Second Story R, an upgraded release of the second Star Ocean game. It is out next week on November the 2nd, and in this video, I want to go over everything that you need to know before you spend your $50. The game is arriving for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. To give you a little bit of a background on the game, Star Ocean: The Second Story R is the second game in the spacefaring RPG series, released for the PlayStation in 1998 in Japan, 1999 in the United States. An epic tale of love and courage set in the vastness of the universe. It earned praise as an RPG that influenced the next generation. Featuring a dual protagonist system, you've got two protagonists, we'll go over them in a second, 3D battles, a deep skill system, private actions, and multiple endings throughout. As the most popular title in the series, it was adapted into a manga, and the Star Ocean EX anime series, a direct sequel, Star Ocean Blue Sphere, was released for the Game Boy Color in Japan. Star Ocean: The Second Evolution was released for the PSP in 2008 in Japan, 2009 in the United States and Europe, and has had a consistent following, and now one of the more iconic Star Ocean titles is getting this upgraded release. We've had Star Ocean: The First Departure R, now it's time for Second Story R. To give you a little bit of background on the story, Claude C. Kenny is a young officer and is sent to discover a mysterious dome on the orders of his father and commanding officer. There he discovers an unfamiliar-looking mechanism, hoping to demonstrate his courage. He ignores any objections and touches it, only to disappear in a blinding flash. Later, Claude wakes up surrounded by lush forests and realizes he's been transported somewhere far away. Trying and falling to get into contact with his father, Claude scouts out the area around him, only to discover a monster just as it's about to attack a young girl. Rushing into the fray, Claude fires away with the phase gun that his father gave him. Seeing Claude rescue her with his bright, lethal force, the girl Rena Lanford mistakes him for a figure from the midst of her homeland, a hero who bears a sword of light. In order to properly thank him, she takes Claude to the village, hoping against hope that he could be the one to save an entire nation. Again, you've got a dual protagonist system, an epic tale of two heroes navigating the Sea of Stars. This game features a dual protagonist system that lets players choose between heroes to play as. Each protagonist experiences a different tale, with story events developing in divergent ways and conversations with other characters taking new, unexpected turns. As far as the remake features go with characters, artist Yukihiro Kajimoto has redesigned the illustrations for all 13 playable characters as well as the NPCs. His art based on the original designs invokes the art of the original concepts more clearly than ever before. You've got the main character and Claude, a young man with issues about his father and a great hero. He holds the rank of second lieutenant from early childhood to now. He's always felt his father's shadow looming in the way everyone regards him. It makes him doubtful of his own skills, giving him somewhat of a rebellious streak by nature. He's a serious-minded, caring person whose sense of justice makes it impossible to ignore anyone in trouble. And then you have the other main character, Rena Lanford, a pure-minded girl with healing powers, a girl who lives with her mother Westa in Arlia, a village on the far end of Expel. Affectionate, she is well-liked by everyone. However, she knows that Westa is only her adoptive mother, and considering her unique healing skills, she has concerns about where she truly comes from. Obviously, you have a plethora of other characters and a vast roster of characters to play, all with great design choices as well. Star Ocean: The Second Story R has now reborn the second game with the latest visual expression. CGI backgrounds are updated by using special shaders to achieve expressiveness that gives an immersive feel to every environment. 2D characters are all in their retro pixel glory, will adventure across a charming 360-degree 3D world. You have in-game visuals of towns being redone, and those look great. The dungeons look a lot better, and the battles themselves look very good as well. As far as battle changes go, fun, thrilling team action battles. The real-time action combat allows you to unleash skills with the simple push of a button. Battles have become even more strategic with new elements added to the combat system. These features allow you to stun enemies by layering attacks or to prompt an ally character not currently in your party to perform a follow-up attack. The original effects and animations have been further refined, making combat even more exhilarating. You've got thrilling and visually explosive battles, enjoy fast-paced combats, and strategically defeat foes with new mechanics such as break and assault action, dealing massive damage and featuring protagonists from across the Star Ocean series. Super flashy and exhilarating renewed battle effects, incredibly rich effects create battles bursting with energy, and cooperating with allies. Stun your enemies to stop them in their tracks and deal major damage with follow-up attacks from your allies. Fight alongside your allies to eradicate the enemy in one fell swoop. You've got sound design changes as well, new recordings from the original cast, 2 voice sets available at any time. This remake features new voice recordings for all the player characters, allowing for full voice cutscenes with the original cast, something that wasn't possible in the PlayStation 1 version. The game also supports switching between the new voices and the PSP version's cast. You can select which to use on a character-by-character basis in the status screen at any time, letting you play with the cast of your choice. I find that to be a really fantastic feature, letting you change character by character their voice actor. That's a remarkable addition to the game, and it's not like a lot of games have 2 distinct casts to them, but the fact that they went and added that, kudos to them for the attention to detail, and you can switch between 2 voice casts at any time. The entire original soundtrack has been rearranged by composer Motoi Sakuraba, with new audio adding a fresh and rich feel to familiar music. New music has been created for certain boss battles and other moments, and some tracks were recorded live with a full band. It's as dynamic as ever, and from the world map to the bosses, this adds a level of increased excitement throughout the entirety of the game. So that's sound design. How about combat? Combat is explosive real-time action combat. Enjoy fast-paced combat and new mechanics to strategically defeat foes. Some other elements of the game, you've got private actions. How you talk with your friends throughout the game changes the story in many ways. During the game, your party will split up at certain points and temporarily go their own ways, letting your protagonists have individual story events with them. These private actions can affect how the other characters see you, and some may even lead to major changes in the overall plot. There are also far more private actions that can be seen in one playthrough, helping add more depth to the story each time. And then crafting, make your own all-powerful weapons and armor, discover super specialties by cooking, publishing, or even conducting an orchestra with your friends. You'll also enjoy minigames, become a fishing master, and much more. Also, we have a huge new feature being introduced to this game. New feature in New Game Plus, now even easier to play, so you can reach all the different endings. Given that there is going to be a level of replayability with the choices and the endings, this is a great addition. In Star Ocean: The Second Story R, you can select New Game Plus from the title screen if you have a save file from after defeating the final boss. This allows you to start a new game while carrying over items and some other aspects from your first playthrough. You can use a save file with either Claude or Rena as the protagonist and choose either protagonist for the New Game Plus playthrough. You've got items and character stats that carry over, player level, SP, BP, and skill level, acquisition and upgrade status of skills, weapons, armor, and accessories, FOL, key items, and all other items, friendship level of each character, and completion rate of all encyclopedias. There will be some aspects that will still be reset: unlock status of fast travel points, sign art acquisition status, private action progress, treasure chest acquisition status, key items related to the story and some other items, status of the pickpocket usage, and which arts and spells are equipped. So New Game Plus, a very nice addition to the game that will hopefully make replayability a little bit more enjoyable if you want to see all aspects of the game. Final thing to note, currently, if you want a taste of the game, there is a free demo available for Star Ocean: The Second Story R on all platforms. Go check that out if you want a taste of the game. The base game will be $49.99. It's available digitally and physically, and there is a collector's edition release. Now, the collector's edition is currently sold out on PlayStation 4 and 5. It is still available on Nintendo Switch. It's $199.99, and it includes Star Ocean: The Second Story R Standard Edition game, Collector's Edition box that includes the original soundtrack, an art book, and mini acrylic stand as well. This set is a Square Enix store exclusive. Pre-ordering any edition of the game will get you a bonus longsword, 4 Knuckles, 1 set of recovery items, 20 mixed berries, and 20 resurrection potions, and 1 sunrise ring. Again, that is available for $50 on the aforementioned major platforms. No Xbox release, unfortunately. What can you do? But that will be doing it for me. Another major JRPG release. Maybe major is a little bit of a stretch to some of you guys. Yes, it's not at the level of an FF16 or an FF7 Rebirth, but Star Ocean is one of those franchises that it would be great to see Square Enix do more with. And given that we got First Departure R, we got Star Ocean Divine Force, and now Second Story R, I'm sure till the end of time is next to get a remaster and an upgraded release. We'll see if that does come to fruition, but that'll do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.